grab human mutants guard stolen rations in the ruins of Vulcus. Dauntless trackers pursue their stalk with outright conviction. Can these Ratlings live to see their second breakfast? Or will the kin soon feast in celebration? Find out here on Mountainside Tabletop.
What's going on, folks? Back with another battle report. So excited to have the new Rattling kill team on the board. I was going to say rattling for comments and rage bait, but I'm not. It's too annoying. Games Workshop sent us this box a few weeks ago, so we've had a chance to kind of paint these up and get them on the table, fortunately, in time for release day. Very excited about this team. What a kind of wild team. Totally new way of playing kill team. Very excited to play it. So for my loadout today, I've got a Fixer. Obviously, he's my leader. All the specialists, I have removed one sniper and the battle mutt in favor of two Bulgrins, one of which with a Grenadier Gauntlet and one of which with a Power Maul, both with slab shields. So because I've only taken two big guys, I get to select one of my ploys to be free all game. I'm 100% sure that this is the right way to go. I've taken Shifty as that free ploy, so I'm going to have Super Conceal all game long for 0 CP, which seems very worth it. So for my equipment today, I've taken an ammo cache, of which I get 2 because of my Stash Master. I've taken mines, ladders, a lucky shot, which is a faction equipment, and stolen goods, which is a hilarious faction equipment that'll, if you haven't seen this one, it's one I'm going to take every time. It's probably not good, but I love it, and I can't imagine playing this team without it, honestly.
It's definitely really good because we're talking only in terms of fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And that means it's the best.
Yeah, 100%.
Except maybe for your opponent.
Yeah, who cares about them?
I don't know. I think this team has some scary guns, but I think they're mostly going to be easy to play around. So this is funny because we talked so much trash about your melee capabilities in the other video that we did, but I actually think in this matchup, the hard bit could be nasty.
Yep.
Because with 3-5 damage, if he gets 1 crit, he can 2-shot me.
Yep.
And like plasma knives only have 3 attacks. So you have ways to get to 4 attacks. You could actually kill a dwarf.
Yeah, seems unlikely. And if I do, I'm definitely just waiting to die. But yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, also that free ploy is going to be annoying. Like, I have a super conceal ploy too. There's going to be a lot of super conceal. There's going to be so many like mines and tripwires and everything out on the board. Interesting matchup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody knows that I'm a big dwarf fan, okay? Like, the Salvagers are my bread and butter. They're my favorite team. But I haven't played these guys too much, and I didn't really like them in the last edition, to be honest. It looks like they kind of got a glow up in the new edition, so I'm hoping that they're gonna, like, flim my flams, as some may say. All my warriors have shotguns, and yeah, basically that's the only choice I have anyway. For equipment, I've taken maybe controversial picks. I don't know really what you're supposed to take with this team.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had to take the plasma knives. I also took the shotgun upgrade that improves my long range shooting with the shotgun.
Right.
Now, this might never come up, but with the 3/3 damage, I might actually kill a Ratling with this.
Yeah.
So I think like there is an argument for taking them in only this matchup. I think usually they're terrible.
Yeah.
But this matchup, they might be useful.
Everything is good against the Ratlings.
Yeah, at least the threat is there, you know? And then I took stun grenades, which could shut down the Ogrins potentially. And I also took razor wire just to help defend my half of the board because you're slow already. I'm also slow, but you're also slow. You're also slow.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is good, but I'm trying it out.
So I think just in general, this team plays into me really well. You've got great shooting and great survivability. I've got great shooting and 0 survivability, so that worries me.
I mean, Super Conceal is pretty good survivability.
Yeah, not when your opponent also has it, because it's like, yeah, just don't shoot. Anyway, I think my main fear here is Brad's Thane. One big thing that this leader contributes that worries me is extra resourceful points.
Oh yeah.
I'm already worried about how much access Brad has to 3 APL, because When you have 3 APL, 5-inch movement doesn't really hurt you as much, and that's kind of one thing keeping these dwarves in check. They already have a forward deploy, so when like more than half the team can just add an extra 3 inches onto their movement, they can do a lot of damage to me, and if they get close to me at all, I'm f***ed. So yeah, if I get a shot at this thing, I've got to take it. But you have to kill it twice.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I hate this thing. Yeah,
I love it.
I'm sure.
For today's game, we're playing on Killzone Volcus, map 3, and the crit op is secure. Next, we roll off for initiative, Vic wins, and he decides to give initiative to himself. He takes the right side of the board, and then we set up our equipment and operatives.
In the scouting phase, I'm going to select a free piece of equipment, and Brad's going to select a free ploy. This gives the choice to me, and so I'm going to give Brad the initiative, set up my extra light barricades, and move on to turning point 1. Alright, in the top of turning point 1, we both gain a CP. Brad's only going to go up to 2 here because of my awesome piece of equipment that I picked earlier, and then we're going to move on to the strategy phase. Brad's going to play in position, which is his free ploy. I'm going to play shifty for free, and Brad's going to do his redeploy.
So turning point 1 here is just another one of those turning point 1s where we're just getting into position and setting stuff up for next turn. You can see here where we've positioned. I have my sniper up on a vantage. Victor has buffed his spotter for next turn with his comms, but basically, yeah, we've just moved up.
Yeah, everyone's just staying safe and getting into a better position for TP2.
How annoying is it that you just like stole one of my CP?
I would have rather get an extra one for myself, honestly, but yeah, it is annoying.
It's pretty annoying, yeah. Very fun though.
Yeah.
I think you take that. That's an auto take equipment just for the fun
Yeah,
level.
I think so, yeah, for sure.
All right, getting into turning point 2, we roll off and I win the initiative roll. However, I'm actually going to give initiative to Vic here. I'm a CP hungry team, and he already stole one of my CP. Like, I need CP, so I'm going to go second. You don't really have any good first plays anyway. I'm fine. So I'll just take the extra CP and let you go first. For Gambits, Vic plays Shifty for free, and I also play my Super Conceal ploy here. Then Vic pays a CP for Frontline Assault, and I pay a CP on Tough Survivalists, which is so good.
Yeah, it really
That's
is.
such a good ploy.
Alright, well with the first activation of TP2, my Bullgrid with a Power Maul is going to charge and then fight Brad's Warrior through this door. Get a great roll here. I only take 1 crit for 5 damage and then kill the stupid dwarf, but Brad's unfortunately going to play No Kin Left Behind, and it's really going to buff his attacks in this area from now on.
Frankly, I forgot that you could fight me through that door, but I'm still okay with this. I don't mind too much. Now I really don't think you have any good plays, and I'm just going to waste time, so my leader's going to pass.
So at the end of Brad's activation there, my Bomber is going to do their Scarper dash, and then I'm going to activate my Sneak, who's going to secure this objective and then move over to keep an eye on the center.
Well, Super Conceal's pretty good, but it doesn't defend against my stun grenades, so my sniper is going to throw a stun grenade at the Stash guy and the Raider. I fail my roll on the Stash guy, but the Raider does get an APL penalty, and then I'll just pass my second action.
Alright, my comms is going to activate now. Just buff the APL of my hard bit and then pass.
My Iron Break's going to move up and secure objective 1.
I don't think Brad's going to give me a shot, so this probably doesn't matter because of his Super Conceal, but my Spotter is going to use their spotting action on one of Brad's Warriors and then move up to the top Sniper's Nest.
Okay, my Tracker's going to move up and secure objective 2.
Alright, my Stash Master is going to drop down off this ledge and then dash over to contest objective 2 in Conceal. And then Brad's going to pass with one of his Warriors inside the building. My leader's just going to move a tiny bit here just to stay safe and contest the point. Brad's going to then pass with his Gunner, and then my other Bullgrin is going to move over here to join the Sneak.
Is it time to do stuff now?
I hope not.
No, okay, so this is kind of funny. My Warrior that's on this central point, I'm going to activate him and use one of my resourceful points to buff his APL up to 3, and then just pass all my 3 actions. When the Warriors are buffed, they get their APL buff until the start of their next turn, so I'm just doing this to make it harder for you to steal this point.
Yeah, honestly, that's terrible. I didn't know they could do that, and that really changes all of the math that I've been doing this turn. So I'm going to have to pivot to some other sort of play here. So at the end of that activation, my Raider is going to Scarper over to the edge of the vantage point he's currently on. And then my Big Shot is going to move up onto this top sniper's nest and pass.
Okay, I gotta play with my Bladekin. I may as well do it now. I'm gonna move up just on the other side of the door where the Ogre's standing and then fight him. I get a nasty roll. I get an upgrade with the dead guy token, and I'm left with 4 crits, Vic.
That's ridiculous.
It's pretty nasty. I take some damage in the process, but I bring the Bulgrin down to 6 HP remaining and implant it, revealing my tac op.
All right, my Raider is now going to use his slingshot action using the top point of the Vulcus terrain, and then end up on the middle objective here, just adding a couple more APL into the pile.
Okay, my Pistolier is gonna move up and shoot your Stash Master. And get an easy kill. I am out in the open here, but if I survive, I can get some work done.
All right, my Bomber is gonna move out and shoot Brad's Pistolier with my big Demolition Charge attack. I get a pretty awful roll here, and thanks to Brad's damage reduction ploy, the Pistolier is gonna stay alive at 1 HP.
This member of the 1 HP gang is brought to you by Nuclear. Thanks, Nuclear. 1 HP gangsters love counteracting. I'm gonna counteract and kill the Bomber. Get wrecked.
That's pretty terrible. My hard bit is gonna move out. I only need to do 1 more damage to this Pistolier, so I'm gonna take a shot. Oh man, nothing goes through. That's so bad. Then I'm gonna spend 1 CP on Larcenous Act to go back into Conceal.
At the end of the turning point here, Vic reveals Contain as his tac op, and I've got a little bit of a lead.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things went wrong in that turn, and I'm not sure what the path forward is, honestly.
I think the path forward is you win initiative, and I have like a bunch of guys out in the open. You can just get some kills for free. There's one thing that you definitely can't kill though, and that's the undying support of our awesome patrons. You've heard about first Patreon, but what about second Patreon?
It's like a Hobbit thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
It only counts as 1 Patreon.
They weren't hobbits.
Yeah, I know, but they were in the movie.
I guess one of them was a dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This team slaps, by the way.
Which
anyway.
team? The Ratlings or the Hearthkin?
The Hernkyn.
Yeah, they do.
You know what else slaps? Our 1 HP gangsters and mountain goats! Yeah. Look at all those names.
Yeah.
All these people are supporting us. Man, recently, Victor, I was like looking back into one of our older videos for something. I was like trying to find like something we did in a past video, and I saw one of our first little Patreon name graphics, and there was like 5 names.
There's so much empty space.
Now look at how far we've come.
I know. It's really amazing support. It not only lets us keep doing this and investing all the time that we have to make it work, but it also, you know, lets us know that what we're doing is something that people like, and that means so much to us. And it really not only helps like pay us for our time, but also motivates us to keep doing it and to keep making it better and expanding what we do.
Yep. Turning point 3, we roll for initiative, Vic wins, and no surprise, he's gonna take it for himself. He gets his super conceal ploy for free again. I'm gonna pay for tough survivalist because it's just too good. Vic plays sniper positions, and I play my super conceal, just to keep my leader safe, really.
All right, unfortunately, I kind of have to waste my best gun here shooting at something with 1 HP, but Brad's kind of only given me 1 target, and I've got to get this Pistolier off the board. I actually don't even have to roll here. I have accurate 2, this gun has severe and devastating wounds. No matter what I put in the dice tray, it's gonna do 1 damage, so Brad dies.
Yeah, okay, rip. Well, your Raider's also out in the open, so I'm gonna take advantage of my sniper. I'll shoot, and yeah, that's also an auto kill.
All right, at the end of that activation, my big shot is going to Scarper down 1 ledge, and then I'm going to activate my hard bit. I'm going to go on Engage, take a shot at Brad's Iron Break, because that's kind of my only other target. I get a pretty good roll here, but Brad gets a great save, and with his stupid damage reduction, only takes 2 wounds. It's so demoralizing. Then I'm going to have to spend a CP to go back into Conceal, otherwise this hard bit's just going to vanish.
I've been debating whether or not I should actually take out this Ogryn. He is implanted, so he's scoring me points right now, but ultimately I do think I just want to get the body off the board. So I'm going to activate my Bladekin and use a resourceful point to heal. No matter what, I'll be out of one-shot range here, but I go up to 5 HP, and then I'm going to fight the Ogryn through the door. Man, Ceaseless and the Dead Guy token are doing absolute work here. I deal 5 damage, take 3, and then kill this guy. I am left with pretty low health though, so I'm going to use my last action to just move away back into my home stronghold and stay alive.
Alright, my comms is going to activate just to buff my remaining Bulgrin and then pass.
I'm going to use another resourceful point on one of my warriors. I'll buff his APL, reposition and dash into Vic's home objective area, and then shoot this Ogryn. 2 shots through. I'm just going to use one of them to implant again, so only 4 damage actually goes through.
My Bulgrin, who now has 3 APL, is going to move and dash to get onto this central objective and then shoot the tracker with his Grenadier Gauntlet. Only 2 damage goes through to the tracker and nothing else. I don't know what to do against this team.
Okay, my gunner's going to go now. I'm going to shoot the Bulgrin with the single target profile. You get a good save, and even with piercing 1, you only take 1 normal hit and you're down to 8 HP. Then I'll just drop down into this building and stay safe.
Alright, my sneak at the end of that activation is going to do his not Scarper, but pretty much the same as Scarper action. And then move and shoot the 6 HP tracker. I get another good roll here, but it still only does 4 damage and this thing stays alive with a couple wounds left.
Well, I should use this tracker before it dies. I'm going to move just a tiny bit to get in range of my Dead Guy token and then throw the hatchet at the Ogryn. It's not a great roll, but I upgrade a hit to a crit from the Dead Guy token, which triggers Rending and Punishing, and I end up with actually a great roll. Man, the tracker and the Dead Guy token synergy is so real. Unfortunately, you also get a good save, so I just bring the Ogryn down to 3 HP.
Alright, my leader's going to take a shot at this warrior that's in the building with him. He had a good enough roll here and it brings him down.
Right, I'll activate with my leader now. I'll use my last resourceful point to buff his APL, and then I'll charge and fight this Ogryn. He only had 3 health, it's an easy kill. Then I'll shoot Vic's sneak. You can't see him in this shot, but he's on the other side of this ruin. I get a good roll, but Vic gets a good save. Only 1 die of damage is going through here, so I'm just going to choose to implant.
At the end of that activation, my spotter is going to Scarper down. Then I'll activate them properly and they'll take a shot at Brad's leader. Get a great roll here, but I forgot about some other survivability bullshit, and the leader stays alive at 1 HP.
This member of the 1 HP gang is brought to you by Slanesh. Thanks, Slanesh. So my Iron Break's just gonna move a bit, and you have nobody on engage, so no counteracts. So I'll wrap up the turning point by moving into Vic's little home objective area again, and denying 1 point from contain.
So yeah, at the end of the turning point, that brings the score to 10-6. Everything that I was concerned about with this Ratling team is coming true in front of my eyes. It is so hard to move up the board and do anything because the second you are even slightly exposed, you just die.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. At this point, with a 4-point lead, I don't really need to get kills. I'm just focusing on maintaining control of the center and maybe denying another point from contain. I think that's all I need. Actually, there is one more thing that I need. I need the viewers of this video to check out skirmish mats.
Yeah, they sent us this mat, which we think is an excellent match for Killzone Volkus. It hasn't been released yet, but keep your eyes peeled on their website, and you'll be able to pick one up for yourself one day when you're older.
Turning point 4, I win initiative, I play tough survivalists, and then Vic plays shifty for free again and puts target destination on one of my warriors. That's one of his leader's abilities. Okay, and I'm going for something here. First activation, I'm buffing that warrior's APL with a resourceful point, and I'm charging and fighting Vic's leader. Not great, honestly, just 1 crit, and I'll just use it to implant, and then with my dank 3 APL, I'll just secure your home objective and steal it, and force you to deal with it.
Alright, my sneak is going to take a shot at Brad's leader with my stationary profile. I'm going to use my equipment here to get severe on this shot, because I don't trust anything anymore, and I need the 1 dev wound to get the kill.
I don't know how this tracker's still alive, but he's still got work to do. He's going to move and shoot the sneak. But first he's going to use a resourceful point to heal back up all the way to 6 HP. He's not injured anymore. Then I roll my attack, I get a good roll, and with the dead guy token and punishing, 3 crits and a hit. This guy is so good with that dead guy token, it's unbelievable. That's an easy kill. And I'm still concealed because that gun has silent.
Alright, well my comms is gonna Scarper and then buff my leader's APL, and then I'm gonna spend a CP on sharpshooters or whatever it's called to be able to shoot into engagement range. I've got lethal 5 here because of my leader's ability in the strategy phase. Thankfully, I don't roll any 6s, but I do get a couple 5s, which gives me 2 crits, and that warrior dies.
I think the game's basically sealed, but I just want to not throw. So my Iron Break is going to stay and conceal and move a bit just to guard my home point, just in case.
Alright, my big shot is going to move and dash onto the middle objective. This is obviously too little too late, but I might as well do something.
Yeah, my gunner will go conceal and then just get on the center point as well.
My leader's going to secure my home objective back from Brad's control.
My Bladekin's going to move to deny a point from contain.
I'm just going to pass the rest of my activations because none of it does anything.
Okay, I might get one more kill out point if my sniper moves and shoots. This is a worse profile because I have heavy on the really good profile. Not enough to get the kill, but at the end of the turning point, I'm still healthily ahead. I think I've got this in the bag, but we still have to reveal primary ops.
Well, considering that you're up by 5 and the maximum I could get from primary is 3.
All right.
This is a very, very difficult team, and I think everyone that's had a look at the rules so far agrees that this is going to be like a team that you're going to lose a lot with before you start winning with them. I think they're a very matchup-dependent team. There are certainly some things I could think of where they would just be like untouchable, but I do think that the worst matchup for them is another shooting team with super conceal that has like more survivability and a higher action economy.
Yeah.
Because I just don't know what I could do to get that center point. I don't know how I could possibly have taken that center point.
Yeah, I think it would be tough.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this more over on our Patreon, obviously. We've got our post-game reports there that we do. It's available to any tier of patron, so if you've signed up, go check it out, where I spend a lot more time coping with this defeat.
Yeah, right. I hope you can cope until our next video. Probably this is the last battle report of the year, Victor, of 2024.
Really? No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
We did it. Another year in the books.
Yeah, wow. I would also like to point out that we're ending this year with our 69th battle report.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
All right. See ya.